Folks, I have been calling this shit out for a long time. You're not going to see me on screen today. My camera's not working. Welcome back to Orange Hat Reviews. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. So yes, Bloomberg Writer Noah Berlatsky that attacked the Sound of Freedom exposed as a pro-pedophilia activist. And yeah, this is very disturbing stuff. So let's get into this article by bounding into comics. The article, titled from Berlatsky, QAnon and Sound of Freedom both rely on tired Hollywood tropes, attacks the film as a QAnon dog whistle. Berlatsky wrote, so is Sound of Freedom a QAnon dog whistle, or is it just another thriller? The answer is that, whatever the filmmaker's intentions, it functions as both. These narratives do little to help victims, but they create coalitions of feeling, disgust, righteous rage, and connect conservative conspiracy theorists with the mainstream. That's why Trump's screening it, and that's why its popularity is ominous. This dude is literally saying that this stuff is just a conspiracy theory where kids are being trafficked and sexually abused, when this movie was literally based on a true story. Following the publication of the article, Berlatsky was exposed as a pro-pedophilia activist. The post-millennial senior editor Andy No shared Twitter. This person who wrote this Bloomberg opinion piece is leftist activist Noah Berlatsky. He was once a spokesperson for minor attracted person advocacy group Pro-Pedophilia. In 2017, he tweeted that pedophiles are a stigmatized group who get designated as deviants or hateful or for hateful purposes. This dude is defending this kind of sick behavior. So, Andy No, here's a tweet from Andy No. I mean, holy crap, man. This is absolutely disgusting. No also reveals that Berlatsky believes that sex offender registries are racist and that he appears to be abusing his own child by citing an insider article where Berlatsky declares, my daughter is transgender. And here's the stuff. We can actually go to Twitter. My wife is bisexual and non-binary. My daughter is transgender. My queer family helped me better understand myself and my masculinity. You have no masculinity if you are attracted to children, or if you defend that behavior at all. That is not what men do. You do not defend sickos, Mr. Berlatsky. So then there's the pedophiles are essentially a stigmatized group. People can get designated as deviants. People hate them. Yeah, it's because they want to do sick things to children. Young people of any gender who trade sex face arrest and abuse from police. No one is interested in helping them. The issue isn't that people care about the victims. The issue is that pedophiles are loathed because they want to do terrible things to children. And somebody called him out for it, and so he's like, this dipshit on his timeline, loudly proclaiming allyship with black people, then attacking people for supporting people targeted by the criminal justice system. Shocker. Sex offender registries are racist as the rest of the criminal justice system. No, they're not racist. I think you'll actually find that a lot of pedophiles are, well, the registry is predominantly more white than anything else. And it has nothing to do with the person's race. Has everything to do with what their sexual urges are, and that registry means that their sexual urges are of a deviant sort. So back to the article. No also shared an article Berlatsky wrote for Pro-Pedophilia where he claims that most of these underage trafficking victims are not coerced or are not kidnapped or coerced pimps. No tweeted former MAP advocacy spokesperson Noah Berlatsky also wrote this essay about the autonomy of child sex workers. He said that most child sex or trafficking victims are not coerced. And here's this article. I mean, folks, this is some very disturbing stuff. This dude is literally protecting and defending some of the worst things to ever happen to children. Twitter user Aristos Revenge also shared screenshots of Berlatsky's previous articles and tweets. In one screen cap, Berlatsky wrote an article published in 2016 in the New York Republic titled "Child Sex Workers' Biggest Threat: The Police." One tweet from Berlatsky reads, "Parents are tyrants. Parent is an oppressive class like rich or white people." This is absolutely disgusting, folks. I mean, absolutely disgusting. And this goes into another YouTuber that I don't really agree with, so I'm not really going to give that person any notoriety. So what do I make of Bloomberg unleashing Berlatsky to attack Sound of Freedom given his very public and pro-pedophilia activism? Well, honestly, Elon Musk should probably kick this dude off of Twitter. Free speech is one thing, but when you are actively, proactively defending pedophilia, that is where you should not have a platform. I'm sorry, folks, free speech is one thing, but when you are using that free speech to advocate for the sexual treatment of children and the sexual deviance of children, against children, and you are saying that that should be an acceptable way of life, I'm sorry, you should not have that platform. You should not be allowed to speak about that. But then again, the more that they do speak about it, the more we know exactly who they are, so that we know that they should be shunned. Yes, I do mean that they should be indeed shunned. Do you want your kids hanging around with somebody who wants to have sex with them and they are an adult and your children are not? Be honest, folks, I wouldn't. If somebody like that was hanging around a kid of mine, if I ever have kids in the future, believe me, I would make sure that person's life is not safe. Let's just say that. I would protect my child by any means necessary. Anyway, that is the video. You all know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that jazz. If you want to follow me, you can follow me on Twitter. I am currently under the handle Orange Hat Patriot, and just look for the blue check. And you can also find me on YouTube, where I am under the same name. I'm trying to get to monetization goals, folks. If you can help me out, it would be great. Anyway, this has been Orange Hat Reviews. Have a wonderful day, and always remember, stay humble and make sure to shun pedophiles.